Good evening. A very big warm welcome to our NeoLife community on the call this evening, and a very special welcome to all of our guests who are logging on to their very first NeoLife Opportunity webinar. Just looking at the people logging on, we have people all over the country, all over South Africa on the call this evening. Wonderful to have you with us, and we have a few international guests with us this evening, which is great to see. My name is Drew McDermott, and I have a very special guest speaker alongside me this evening, who is very dear to me, who I'll be introducing to you a little later on in the call this evening. But on tonight's webinar, we are going to be focusing specifically on the NeoLife opportunity and how it works and what possibilities does it present to you. If you are a guest on the call this evening, my wish for you is that you leave the call tonight with hope for a better tomorrow. And I use the word hope because right now most people are living in fear or with uncertainty of the future, and too many people I speak to are living with financial uncertainty. And they are saying, will they still have a job in a year from now, in a month from now? We keep on saying that our youth are our future, yet our youth are finishing schools, universities, and training colleges with large sums of student debt, yet in South Africa right now, they are stepping into a world of unemployment. And I'm pretty sure that that applies to many other countries around the world. In fact, nearly 20% of people aged between 15 to 64 are unemployed and unable to find a job in South Africa right now. We have baby boomers on this call this evening that have worked for a comfortable retirement for the better part of 40 years. And all of a sudden, they're finding themselves in an economic climate that has destroyed their retirement security. And most people's incomes are not keeping up with the rising cost of living, just perpetuating the spiral of debt. And money, or the lack thereof, is listed as one of the greatest contributors to stress, divorce, and suicide in our country. And I don't tell you this to scare you, I tell you because it's fact. And the world is a changing place, and what might have worked 10 or 20 years ago does not work anymore. And we have two options. Number one, we can choose to ignore this change, or number two, we can choose to be a part of the change. In my experience, when people only start to consider change when they're forced to change, by that point, it is usually too late. And I know that the 40-year 9-to-5 business model is broken. Most people realize this, but they just don't know what to do about it, and they feel stuck because entrepreneurship is a subject that is not taught in the schooling system. And I know, personally, I grew up in the system. I was taught to study hard, to get a good education, to go and find myself a good job. Although I grew up in a family of entrepreneurs, I followed this business model because everybody else was doing it. And at the age of 21, I completed my studies and I moved across to London, to the UK, because that's where I believed I'd be able to seek my fortune. And that's one of the very first lessons I learned. The grass is green where you're going to water it, where you decide to water it. Right now, there are opportunities all around you. You just have to become aware of them and take action on them. And so for the next 13 years of my life, I lived and I worked in the investment banking industry. And that taught me a few very valuable lessons. I learned that the corporate world, and as long as I was working for somebody else, I would probably never live the life that I always thought I'd live. And I worked in a team of people. It was a very competitive environment. And we were all working to replace one man. And I looked at this man that we were working to replace, and I remember him very clearly. He was actually a friend of mine, L. And he was a man that he was coming up to retirement. And he was terrified that the investment bank was going to put him into retirement because he was not ready to retire. Every year or every 2 years, the bank would go through a round of redundancies or retrenchments, a cost-cutting procedure. And they would they'll be bringing in new people that brought in new energy into the company that came with a less cost to the company. And anyone between the ages of 40 to 45 or to 50s, mid-50s, was at risk of being retrenched, and there was no job security. And my friend L fell into this bracket. And I asked myself a question: why am I working so hard to replace him? I don't want his life. I don't want to be him. He has no financial security. He is not enjoying what he is doing. I met my wife, Tanya, in London. We got married. We wanted to start a family. And we said to ourselves, okay, well, we will have children next year, because next year we're going to have more money. Next year our lives will be different. And next year came around pretty quickly and nothing had changed. And so we postponed it for another year. Next year will be different. And we did this for 4 or 5 years. And it got to the point when we realized that things were not changing. And we started asking ourselves some critical questions. And we realized that for things to change, we had to change. And it's the definition of insanity. Cliched saying, I know. But people who continue doing the same things day in, day out, and they expect a different result, technically they are classified as insane. And how many of us do fall into that bracket? And so we decided that for our lives to change, we had to change what we were doing. And that is where my entrepreneurial journey started. And I truly believe that entrepreneurship is the way of the future. Entrepreneurship offers people an opportunity to take control of their finances, take control of their lifestyles. And for me, entrepreneurship was a way for me to say, enough is enough. I'm going to step into the driving seat, and I'm going to take my life from where it is today to where I desire to be. And that is where the NeoLife opportunity became my solution, because I'd never been in business for myself before. I didn't have a unique product or a unique idea. I didn't have the capital to start something on my own. I wasn't in the position to quit my job to have a go at my own business. I still needed the security of my income, and NeoLife allowed me to build up a second income stream part-time. And I'd go in and I'd work full-time on my job Monday to Friday, and in the evening and on weekends, I'd work part-time on my future. And NeoLife gave me the opportunity to get into business for myself, but not by myself. And it allowed me to become an entrepreneur without the risk. And I think that is key. If you're on the call tonight and you're thinking, well, it would be great to get into business for myself, that generally comes with a lot of risk. And that is where NeoLife is a very unique opportunity. It allows you to step into business for yourself, but not by yourself, without the risk. So let's just talk about NeoLife, who they are, what they do, and what can NeoLife do for you as an individual or as a family. NeoLife has a rich history. NeoLife was launched in the USA in 1958. So this year we celebrated 59 years of business. And NeoLife came across to South Africa in 1971 as a company known by Golden Products. Many of you on the call might actually remember Golden Products from the 70s or 80s. But NeoLife has been in business since 1958. And I believe we have this rich history because our business has been guided by a very solid set of values. The first one being absolute integrity in everything we say and do. People are number one. In everything we do, people are put first. Products that work. We're living in an amazing time where with the digital world, you don't survive in business if you don't have a product that works, that doesn't work. And our products work and they make a positive difference in people's lives and they're consumable. The NeoLife opportunity is equal for all. Equal opportunity for all. So right now, it doesn't matter where you come from, what you look like, your race, your education, your age plays no part in this. Our product range is the same for everybody. Our business opportunity is the same for everybody. The difference is what are you going to do with it? And we have a long-range vision. And one of the things we pride ourselves in is we are a generational opportunity. And as an entrepreneur, that's what you're looking to do. I realized I could never pass my job down to my children one day. But my own business, I can. NeoLife plays a very big support role in your business. They provide you with products that work. NeoLife has put together a team of scientists from around the world that are leaders in the various fields of study, and they make sure that NeoLife nutrition and NeoLife products are cutting edge and they are number ones. NeoLife takes care of all your operational activities. Things like the importing, the exporting, of the product, dealing with the regulators, the medical control councils. They do the deliveries. You can place an order online tonight, and within 24 to 48 working hours, that delivery will be delivered anywhere to any city or any address around South Africa. NeoLife takes care of your marketing, all your marketing materials, your website maintenance, and NeoLife also takes care of your sales support and your sales training. And I think that is such an important thing to talk about, the support, because if we look at the stats, in the first 5 years of business, approximately 95% of businesses go out of business. And they normally go out of business because they're so busy trying to support their business with the products, the operational activities, the marketing, the sales, that they forget to go out and actually build a business. And that is where NeoLife can make a big difference. NeoLife is on a mission. We are on a mission to make the world a healthier and a happier place, and to end the trend of chronic disease. That is our mission in NeoLife, and I believe it is a noble cause. And if we have a look at what's going on, we have more science, more technology, more pharmaceutical medication today than ever before. Yet more families are being affected and more people are dying from diseases such as cancer, diabetes, heart disease, these chronic diseases. And chronic disease, they are health challenges that aren't contagious. We are developing them. And that tells us we are doing something wrong. And we are generally living our lives in three sectors. We are born in the energetic zone. And if you look at kids, they're born with energy. And we fall into, we hit our 20s, our 30s, our 40s, we fall into the tired zone. We're tired, we're not sick. We might be living life with a little bit more stress. Maybe we're gaining a little bit more weight. We're not getting down to the gym as often as we should be. Our eating habits aren't where they should be. And then we're hitting our 50s, our 60s, our 70s, and we're falling into the sick zone. And I found this tragic because people are working 40, 45 years of their lives to live out their golden years, but most people are living their golden years in various stages of sickness. And yes, people are living longer. The latest stats coming out of the USA, over 50% of the USA population are living on 5 chronic medications every single day. So yes, they're living longer, but their quality of life has been seriously compromised. And we know that if you give your body what it needs, you can live your life in the energetic zone. You can die healthy, believe it or not, and you can reclaim that portion of your life. And the reality is that chronic disease is not only affecting people that are aging right now. People are being affected from younger and younger years by things like cancer, diabetes, heart disease, blood pressure, heart attacks. And the stats are telling us that 1 in 2 people will get cancer. And that's directly from the Cancer Research UK. Today, 210 people in South Africa had a heart attack. Over 300 people in South Africa today had a stroke. That is the reality. And we know that, number one, by educating people as to what is going on and the problems facing us, and number two, by providing a solution. And we're not saying to people, take our products, you're going to be healthy. We're saying eat intentionally, but bridge your dietary gaps using good whole food nutrition. That is the NeoLife solution. But I know that I can't achieve the mission of ending the trend of chronic disease on my own. And so that is what tonight is all about. NeoLife is creating a community of people that are not only intentional about their health, their family's health, but they want to join NeoLife in spreading the word and joining our mission in ending the trend of chronic disease and becoming part of the NeoLife community. That is how we're going to achieve our mission. NeoLife has a vast product range of about 100 products, but I'm just going to point out a couple of key products. We bring nutrition to the world that is superior to any nutrition you're going to find in the supermarkets or pharmacies. The first product I want to talk about is our carotenoid complex. That is our specialized immunity booster. And in every bottle of carotenoid complex, there is 115 kilograms of raw organic fruits and vegetables. That bottle of carotenoid complex will boost the human immune system by 37% in 20 days. And that's not what NeoLife is saying. That is what the USDA, the United States Department of Agriculture, is telling us. Our daily nutrition, our Pro Vitality, in every box of our Pro Vitality, there are over 10 portions of organic salmon, 36 kilograms of grain foods, and over 16 kilograms of raw organic fruits and vegetables. And then we have our home care range. And people often say, NeoLife, you're a nutritional company. Why do you do cleaning products? Because we want to get your toxins and the poisons out of your home. And we have a cleaning range that is highly cost effective, will save you money. Number two, it will save the environment because it is eco-friendly. And number three, it's going to save you and your family. If you are looking to become healthier, you need to remove the poisons from your home. So that is just a little snapshot of a few core products of ours. Now, this webinar is about creating a business, about stepping up and becoming an entrepreneur and creating a second income stream or residual income. There's three things that you will need to be doing if you want to participate in the NeoLife opportunity. And we call them the 3 daily success habits. And we like to keep this business super simple because we want everybody to be able to do it. And we want this opportunity to be duplicatable for everybody. Number one, we want you to start using the NeoLife products. Okay, we want you to change your buying habits. And you are already using our type of products in your home. You're cleaning your clothes with a washing detergent. We suggest you redirect your buying habits and you support your NeoLife business and you use the NeoLife washing detergent. You're cleaning your dishes, you're cleaning your bathrooms, your kitchens. We have products that will do those jobs in your home. And more people these days are taking nutrition, taking a multivitamin, taking an omega-3 supplement because they know the value of nutrition. We recommend you redirect your buying habits. If you're not taking nutrition, we will educate you so you start taking nutrition. But we want you to start using the NeoLife products wherever you can in your home. We're not saying you must use every one of our 100 products. We are saying replace the products in your home that you can replace with the NeoLife products. Why? Because we want you to start believing in the products. We want you to start developing your own product stories. Number two, share the NeoLife product and share the NeoLife opportunity. And this is where our mission fits in. We want to make the world a healthier and happier place. And if you are using the product and you have this incredible surge of energy by using the NeoLife nutrition, we don't want you to keep that a secret. We don't want you to keep that to yourself. We want you to go and tell somebody you know. Just like you would recommend a good restaurant or a good movie, talk to people and share the NeoLife products and your product stories. Now, there's two problems we solve. Number one, health challenge. But number two, we solve the financial challenges. And this is where the opportunity comes in. Share the NeoLife opportunity with people that are not happy with their current status, financial status. People that want to take their life from where it is to where they want it to be and plug them into the NeoLife opportunity. So number two, share the NeoLife products and share the NeoLife opportunity. And number three, probably the most important one, your personal development or your self-development. And I say it's the most important because how you change is how you succeed. And when you join the NeoLife business, you become an entrepreneur. And as an entrepreneur, your number one job is to add value into people's lives. Not to sell products, but to add value into people's lives. And to be able to add value, you need to become valuable. And to become valuable, yes, you're going to have to learn more about the product range. You're going to have to find your product stories. But we want you to change your mindset to that of a winning mentality, to that of an entrepreneur, and move from the employment mentality to the entrepreneurial mentality. And those are the 3 daily success habits that we form our business around. We can go into a lot of detail, but I want to keep this call nice and simple this evening. The question people ask me, they say, okay, well, Drew, how much money can I really make through this NeoLife opportunity? And that's when I say you need to align what you want with the business through what you're willing to put into your business. And this is a real business. It's not a get-rich-quick opportunity. And so it's going to take some of your time. It's going to take some of your effort. Some people join us because they want to bridge their financial gap and help ends meet every month. And they might need an extra 5,000 to 10,000 Rand to do that. We have other people join us that want to replace their entire salary so that they can walk out of the corporate world, and they need an extra 50 to 100,000 Rand to do that. And then we have other people who are on the call tonight that join this business and they have made hundreds of thousands of rands per month through this NeoLife opportunity. So that is entirely up to you. I just want to invite and introduce our guest speaker onto the call tonight. He is the man that mentored me and coached me into my NeoLife journey. He mentored me out of the corporate world and into the world of entrepreneurship. His NeoLife journey started many, many years ago, which he's going to share with you. But I think the big thing here is he has empowered literally thousands of people to financial freedom and lifestyle freedom through the NeoLife opportunity. And he can tell you exactly how he did it and what you will need to do. So please help me welcome Mr. Rory McDermott.
Okay, thank you. Thanks, Drew. And just hi to everyone there. And, thank you for your time. That's the most valuable asset you've got. And I'd like to, Drew asked me to jump on here this evening just to reassure you that this NeoLife opportunity actually works, and that I can do. Just to sort of look back, I believe timing plays a big part in life. It's all about timing. We actually looked at this opportunity 2 or 3 times before the timing was right for us. However, maybe you have reached a crossroad in your life as we had on the night we saw it. Nola and I had got to a point where we'd been in the corporate world, we'd tried our own business, but we were basically sick and tired of mediocrity. Now, I don't know how you feel about that, but that's what motivated us. We wanted to prosper and we wanted to succeed. And so the opportunity was presented to us. So, with a bit of hindsight, I can tell you that the decision that we took those many years ago radically transformed us as people in every way, mentally, physically, spiritually, financially, family, socially. All of these aspects of our lives were dramatically transformed through becoming part of this opportunity. But to me, the exciting part about it is the decision we took not only affected us as people and our family, the decision rolled on to affecting the lives of literally thousands of other families in many countries around the world. We didn't know that in the beginning. We purely joined this business to make a little bit of extra cash and get out of the rut that we were in. But the opportunity is far bigger than we had perceived it to be in the beginning. And so many families have had a better life because of it. And, I think the key to life is to stop looking at life as what it is, but as what it can become. Because so often we get so bogged down with our circumstances. Let's get on top of the circumstances. Let's stop living under the circumstances. One of the greatest gifts that you can give another human being is the gift of hope. Hope to me means help other people excel. If you can help other people excel in life in some way, you'll give them hope. And that's what this business has empowered us and many other people to do. This business, too, I must make this very clear, it's a business for all seasons of life. I don't mind what age you are at the moment. It's for all seasons. If you're a young person, for instance, you can stop looking for a job and start becoming your own entrepreneur and creating your own business. So in life, it's not the lack of opportunity that causes failure, but it's the lack of resourcefulness. So we're asking you to become resourceful about this opportunity. I'll give you an example. Up in Uganda, at the Uganda University, there was a young lady called Janet, and she became part of this business and started empowering her fellow students in an amazing way to build businesses. So whilst they were at university, they were building their own businesses. So many of them didn't have to go out and start looking for work or jobs that did not exist. They finished and completed their studies and just went on and building their own business in the NeoLife world. And that's changed the lives of so many people in Uganda. Another interesting thing you might want to look up on is Forbes magazine recently had an article where they they cited that network marketing, which is what we're part of, okay, the industry which is the most viable way to stem the retirement crisis now facing the US age. You've all heard about the baby boomers, and apparently there's 70 million of them who are now preparing for retirement, and there's just not the infrastructure to carry that volume of people. So whether you're young or whether you're old makes no difference. All we look for is people who are looking for an opportunity, and that you have to just decide for yourself. When were you last told that you were crazy? You know, don't allow the advice of other people to hold you back any longer. And Noel and I had an experience. When we joined this business many years ago, the very first person we spoke to was our esteemed insurance broker. His name was Mike. And he went about destroying this opportunity with so much venom. And he said we were crazy and that we'd, you know, he just broke it all apart. Now, I look back and think, what would have happened if we had decided to take his advice that day? Where would our lives be today? I shudder to think, and in fact, I thank the Lord that we had the courage to follow through on the decision without taking other people's advice. Okay, so be very careful about the advice. And, you know, we've got to stop making excuses about the economy and the politics. I know it's all in a shambles, but you've got to make up your mind and go out and create your own circumstance. Go out and create your own economy and just forget about timing. Plays a big part. The timing is never perfect for you to start. Just make up your mind and go for it and put everything else behind you. So what I'm suggesting tonight in this very short time I've got is I'm suggesting tonight that you have the courage to try something new. That's what it's all about. Have the courage to say, yes, I'm going to give this thing a go and take it from here to where you want to take it. There's no risk attached to it. You have to just invest some time and a little bit of energy and go out and create the circumstances you want. Tonight, I don't want you to underestimate this NeoLife opportunity. It might just be the game changer in your life as it was for Nola and myself. So on that, I'm going to hand you back to Drew and guard your decision, because tonight could be the first day of the rest of your life, and that's where you've got to succeed and prosper. Thanks very much indeed.
Rory, thank you so much. So appreciate that. And as you were speaking to us there, I just realized that there's never been a better time to become your own boss and to become an entrepreneur as it is now. And yes, the economy is in a mess. Yes, we are in political uncertainty in South Africa anyway. But here's an opportunity where you can start earning foreign income in 55 countries around the world.
Correct.
And what other opportunity can do that for you? So I don't know what space you're in right now. Do you need to give your kids a more complete education? Do you need to have a better retirement plan? Maybe you just have a passion to travel. Or maybe you're not interested in buying a new car. You just need to put tires on your old car. But what I do know, in life, it takes just one person to extend their hand, or just one opportunity to give you new hope and new direction. And that is what tonight's webinar is all about. That is what the NeoLife community is all about. And so it doesn't matter who you are or what stage of life you're in, your age and your race plays no part in that. If you're seeking change, seeking success, if you're willing to commit, willing to be teachable, focused, then we will take your hand, we will coach you, we will encourage you, and we will uplift you. And that is our commitment to you. Your commitment to yourself is to make a decision. And whatever that decision may be, have the commitment and the conviction to follow through on that decision, no matter what, and despite what other people are telling you. So I'm just going to flick up, there's 4 ways to get involved in this business, ranging from starting at 570 Rand up to 1,800 Rand. And so for the price of a pair of running shoes, you can start an international business part-time that allow you a business that you can hand down for future generations, and a business that has the ability to give you complete financial and lifestyle freedom. So I'm going to encourage you to get back to the person who got you onto this call. Phone them straight after the call. If you invited somebody on the call, please follow them up, have the conversation, and say to them, yes, I'm in. I need to change my health. I need to change my financial future. Or yes, I need to change my health. I want to become a customer. Or number 3, hey, listen, I'm happy with my health. I'm happy with my finances. I'm out. No, thank you very much. The decision you make tonight, it doesn't matter to us, but please get back to the person who got you onto the call and make a decision. Have a great evening. I want to thank you so much for your time. God bless, and we'll see you on the next webinar.